No, no filter for truth. No time for you. Inspiration on the road. My mind is full. I'm in the go. I'm out the door. I'm out the door.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Just Listen. Today we have Nikko and we got Chase. Today we're going to talk about the song that he dropped, Chosen One. Nikko, the song that Nikko dropped, Chosen One, and see what Chase is all about and see what kind of songs that he's featured on some of, each other's tracks and whatnot. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name's Chase. I'm from Tri-Cities. I moved down to Coeur d'Alene. It was back and forth. I went back and forth for a while, and then finally made home here and living.
Yo, what's happening? Nikko the One, from West Palm Beach, Florida. I mean the whole Palm Beach County. I done slid from Delray to Jupiter, so I'm a whole county covered. I'm out west, Belgrade, Pahokee, all that. That's what it is, man. Nikko the One.
Right on, man.
DJ Bali, I'm here to observe.
Yes, sir.
Here's my observation.
Shout out to the observer.
That's right.
No doubt. He's the man running it, basically.
Right.
Chris running it. Go ahead with the headline, brother.
All right, man. Let's get right into the questions, man. I just wanted, you're in the rap game. You're a conscious rapper, as I like to put it, man. You're very like, aware. How long have you been doing the rapping game?
Like I honestly started rapping probably like third grade. So we talking early 90s, early mid 90s,
Yeah.
To present day. So, 20 years into this thing, man, dedicated,
For real. It's good stuff, man. You can tell, like, when I was listening to the Chosen One, I can tell, like, because it's the only song that I could find online, but still, that one, you could still tell, like, how much experience you have backed up behind your lyricism and your rhyming structure and everything with it, dude. Like, you're not repetitive at all. You definitely switch up your flow plenty of times, like, healthy, man, healthy. So, like I said, you like rapping about Christ, and you got passage in your song that I really respect, the Jeremiah one. But what I was gonna ask you was, what Bible passage in today, right now, is most relevant to you and most effective in your life?
Oh man, facts. The most relevant scripture to me would be Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. It speaks volume, man. That was really a life-changing factor and point in my life when that scripture became alive in my heart.
Absolutely, man. That's good shit, man. Going back to your career with music, man, what is your next step? What things do you have in order to, for your next goal in music? What's the next step?
Right now, man, we just trying to learn as much as we can. We students of the game right now, being that our label is 300C Christ Game. This our label, So, just being stewards of the game and working on building this brand, this Christ Game brand. That's always the next step. Everything that comes behind that.
Hell yeah. Is it like you got a clothing line going for it too?
Yeah, but right now we're in the process of running these. This right here is in front of line, Heaven Culture.
Okay.
Yep. So it's Heaven Culture 633.
You want to explain a little bit more about that? Go in a little more detail?
Yeah, Heaven Culture, man. Like I say, Matthew 6:33 is my favorite verse. So I implemented it in this shirt, create a way to just wear it. Kind of open up conversation, and at the same time, for people who know the truth, it's a symbol of hope or a confirmation. Like a person be having a bad day and they walk past and they're familiar with Matthew 6:33. They can switch their whole attitude just by looking at it and saying that.
It's the comfortability about it. You know what I mean? They're familiar with it. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, but the idea behind the line is just to communicate this Heaven Culture into this world.
Oh, of course, man. You gotta like spread the truth. You know what I mean? As much as you can, especially. Well, I mean, Definitely nowadays, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to come by. So in the beginning, what got you writing music? Was it God? Was it friends? Or you know what I mean? Was it for you, like something that was just a skill that you had and you just went with it? What got you
Oh
writing?
man,
You too,
in my
Chase,
early,
man. You too.
yeah, in my early days, man, me for the music, it was more basic. It was like, you know, it was popular. It was popular. It was the early '90s. Rap was really popular. It was really popular. And you know, I love music. I always loved music. I grew up in the church, choir singing, all that. So, you know, basically just hanging out, you know, around the way, you know, with my dudes, my guys, you know, young kid, you know what I mean? We doing our thing, and you know, everybody into this music, and you know, we just started out freestyling, you know, back when it was like, you know, 1, 2, spit into the flow, you know what I mean? So I'm from them
On the corner
days, you know what I
type
mean?
shit.
So, facts, you know what I mean? So we
Right.
just started building it from there, you know what I mean? That, for me, you know, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Chase?
Um,
What got you writing music in the beginning? Was it your relationship with God, friends?
Honestly, I would just say the love of music. You know what I mean? I just love music.
There you go.
I can't remember the first time I even did write something, but I just remember always writing. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah.
I've
always loved music, so it was just you know, I have a lot of inspiration, like many rappers that I've been inspired by. That was the genre of music that I clung to.
Right. As soon as you started writing, it just pulled you in more or less.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on, man. So like throughout the years, did you guys' music evolve, and how did it evolve? You know what I mean? What were the life effects that happened to you that changed your music up that you realized? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fast. I can say this, man, like, just real quick, I'm gonna let Chase answer first, but it's funny because we was literally just talking about this before the interview. We was talking about how we feel the difference in growth and progression in our music. But go ahead, bro.
So yeah, it was recently, you know, when I kind of switched up. Like, so what I was telling him in the car, I mean, this is literally what I was telling him. I got like books that I write stuff in, and if you go to my first book and you read the first page, and you go to my last book and read the first page, I'm gonna be like I'm like two different people. You know what I mean? And it was really around the time me and Nikko linked up, probably like around 2 years ago, something like that, maybe a year.
Close to 2 years.
Yeah. And we just started clicking, and you know, when I had someone around me that rapped as well, and then who was about God, it was meant to be. You know what I mean?
No doubt, dude. No doubt, man. How about you, Nikko?
Man,
how did your music evolve throughout the years, and what things impacted you throughout life that made your music change?
For me, it was a series of things, man. Like, I'll be 38 on the 21st. You know, I look younger, but at the same time, like I said, I'll be 38 on the 21st of this month. So, yeah, you know, so for me, you know, it definitely changed what, you know, my lifestyle, the way I was living, what I was into at the moment, what I was doing. Like I said, I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida, man. You know, I'm from the streets, bro. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is. So when I started doing rap in the beginning, it was about what I was doing. I was in the streets, you know, I was driving, whatever, hustling, whatever, you know, whatever it was that I was into. That's what my music was about.
Right.
So yeah, it's changed a lot. I know the biggest change to where it is now is when I gave my life to God. Like as I started learning how to submit to God, how to submit to His will for my life, is when you know, it really brought that last change. Yeah, it changed my whole outlook and perspective on life. So gave me something
That's good
different.
stuff, man. That's good stuff. Hell yeah. And then so when can we expect your next project to drop? Or you too, Chase, man. When's your guys' next project? When are you guys gonna be able to put out the next single or the next album?
I'm in the mix working right now on a mixtape. It's just with this corona lockdown thing is just, you know, getting in and getting this material recorded and you know, putting it out. So, but I'll be dropping singles along the way, you know, as we anticipate the mixtape as a whole. I'm looking to put out another song within 2 weeks, you know.
Nice, man. Oh yeah.
If I can drop one song every 2 weeks, man, that'll be dope. You know what I mean? It'll definitely, you know, give our listeners something to look forward to, and, you know, give us a way to put our story out there, but at the same time, and keep us busy and keep us, you know, focused on.
You know, man, and you know, you got the studio connect, man. I got you.
Yeah, for sure. Facts.
Definitely come through, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then that passage that you had at the beginning, we'll play back your chosen song. But you had a verse in the beginning. I wanted to see if you can go in a little bit more detail on what this verse meant to you when Jeremiah 29:11, distance all pre-written thoughts of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Jeremiah 29:11, you know what I mean? You look it up, you know, and say, for I know the thoughts that I have, that I think towards you, thus says the Lord, you God, thoughts of good and not evil, of future and a hope. You know what I mean? And it goes on to say more after that. But, you know, just in that alone, you know, once that scripture, you know, began to take root in my spirit, man, it kind of opened my eyes up to, you know, everything that I've been going through in life, from, you know, growing up, no lights, no water, no food, no father, you know, mother going through addiction, crack cocaine, you know, just everything, just living in the streets, living that street life, you know, all the stuff that come with that, and everything that I went through, and, you know, all these times when life was dark, and I was like, man, why, you know, what is the purpose, you know what I mean? When that scripture began to take root in my spirit, you know what I mean, I began to realize that, you know, the things that I've been going through, it wasn't in vain. You know, it was for this moment right here, and for days to come and moments to come. It was training and prepping, you know what I mean, getting me ready for, you know, to be who I am, to be in this. I couldn't even be having this interview with you right now if it wasn't for going through and experiencing those things. You know what I mean? So right, really, was just setting the stage for what was to come. Right,
man. That's good shit to speak on too, man. Because literally, the last interview we had, I was talking about the same thing, man. It's like, you know, if it wasn't meant for these, you know, these like I like to call them, like, they're just inevitable things that are just like given to you. You know what I mean? They're just a given. You know, they got me where I am today. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't even be here talking to you without my music, or, you know what I mean? Just these things that played a part in my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, oh yeah, man, I'm going to run that track real quick that you got, the chosen one, real quick. All right. I got to share it real quick. All right. Chosen One by Nikko.
Jeremiah 29:11. This was all pre-written, the thoughts you had for me, the dreams, the visions. I don't believe in luck. My God is too specific. They told me I was tripping, that I would never get it. Matthew 6:33, seeking Him got me blind to limits. I'm moving the spirit, see I'm designed to get it. First I ask forgiveness, second I repented. Third and most importantly, I fully submitted. This troubled life that I was given, man, I had to live it. Authority came within these words, I got the right to spit it. This is not a game, and I am not to get it. From the womb, He predestined me. This word was spoken, it was my destiny. To lead His people just like Moses. Prophecies of His chosen. I am Nikko the one. I ain't saying I'm the only one. I'm just saying that I'm His chosen one. Made in their image, I'm a reflection of the Holy Son. Fear of what I ain't got none. Protected by the whole host, ready for any devil that wants some. Luke 10:19, greater is He that is in me than he that is my enemy. 300 C, I be sliding for eternity. Tattoo tears on my face, so much pain in my simple state. Lord, it's your blood that purify my slate, and it's your love that take this pain away. Holy Spirit, I will follow as you lead the way. Every day at some point in my heart, yeah, I always pray. Father, keep me position, don't let me go astray. Place your words in my mouth, anoint everything I say. They think they real cause they got meals with a deal. It's you for real, but this is really how I live. So for real, without a deal, start travels up in heaven. I wouldn't do it for a meal. They hung him on the tree, but yet He died just for me. Prophecies weren't spoken when they were return to that grave. My king had rose, all a part of his ripping plan for his chosen. 2020 removed the veil so they ask to know. I am Nikko the one, ain't saying that I'm the only one. I'm just saying that I'm the chosen one. Made in the image and reflection of the whole sun. Nikko the chosen one. Nikko the one, Chase the one, Teacher the one. Coming soon, man. Christ gang on everything.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, was that you on the vocals singing right there, Nikko?
Yeah, that was me.
That's savage, dude.
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
I
you.
was so savage.
I was gonna ask you that earlier, man.
That's savage. Yeah.
Yo, man.
That was good though, bro.
Explain that track a little bit for us, man. What got you a little motivated? You know, what inspired you to get that shit going?
That track right there, to be honest with you, was just the intro for the mixtape. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to put it out and see what kind of feels and vibes I got from it. But you know what I mean? Basically, it's just me telling my world, man, like, you know, this what it is. This is who I am. You know what I mean? This is what I'm on. This is what I stand for. You know what I mean? 300. Let's do it.
No doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. And like, I like how you say you said, quote, I ain't saying I'm the only one. I'm just saying I'm the chosen one. I really like how you say that because, you know, as contradicting as it may seem, like that's like what we were talking about earlier, having a relationship within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm not being greedy. I'm not trying to gloat and like say I'm better than everybody, but I'm not going to lie and say I'm not the chosen one. You know, I am the chosen one, but you can be the chosen one. You can be, everybody can be the chosen one. You know, see eye to eye at that level. Yeah,
facts, man. Me, basically, it's more of a spiritual thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I know I am the chosen of the Father. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like I was saying earlier, you know, what made me even feel like I'm the chosen one is His grace and mercy that, you know what I mean, He continuously extends to me on a day-to-day. You know what I mean? And it's because of His love and His grace and His mercy, you know, I feel like I'm chosen. You know what I mean? And so, you know, when you begin to feel a certain way, you know what I mean, you begin to you know, that show, it comes out in your behavior, who you are, you know what I mean?
It's a little bit of an empowerment.
You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So like, now that I know, you know, it's just like you say, it's identifying, you know what I mean? Now that I can identify who I am in God, you know what I mean? It's like, man, it's a rap, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm the chosen. I ain't the best rapper in the world, you know what I mean? I ain't saying I'm the best rapper alive. You know, if you listen to my music, it's really simple. I ain't really, you know, a hot lyricist or super hot metaphors, you know what I mean? I'm just like, just raw with it, you know what I mean? I tell my story and I give it the way I give it, you know what I mean?
Dude, you still rock with it though, and I like that, dude. It's all about the delivery, man. It doesn't matter, like, you can, honestly, you can rap honestly about like anything, but it matters about like the passion and the, you know, what's behind it, you know what I mean? What's the light, what's the fire igniting it, you know? But yeah, dude, I liked another part of your song where you said, with my dreams and my visions, I don't believe in luck. Like, you know what I mean? Because that shit isn't handed to you. You know what I mean? With the dreams and visions, you can pray all day, all you want, you know, please give me this, please give me this, please give me this, but it's not going to happen until you go out and get it yourself as well. You know what I mean? So there's no luck involved. Nobody's going to give you handouts. Like, oh, you got lucky. Your dreams and visions, you got to run it. 30 seconds.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? That's major. We're going to slide into this commercial break, man. But right when we come back, you know what I mean? Repeat that question. I might have to answer hot and fresh for you, bro.
You got it. You got it. All right. So, yeah, Nikko, when we were listening to your song, The Chosen One, you mentioned, with my dreams and my visions, I don't believe in luck. I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more on that because I really appreciated that because your dreams and your visions, you can have them all day. You know what I mean? I can dream all I want, but that just makes me a dreamer. You know what I mean? It's all about going out and getting it and applying it. You know, everybody can pray and pray and pray, but it's, do you have the application though? You know, it's not gonna be luck. Nobody's gonna hand you $1 million and be like, boom, there you go. That's luck. This is not luck. You go out and get it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Basically, what I meant for, you know, how I apply it to me is like, you know, my God is too Pacific. It's just like I say in the song. You know what I mean? Like, my Father is too Pacific. You know what I mean? But then you have to go back to the beginning when you asked me about Jeremiah 29:11. That's still me elaborating on Jeremiah 29:11. You know?
Okay, right on, man.
This is not by chance. You know what I mean? This is predestined for me. I was predestined. You know what I mean? For this, like, you know, before, you know, I was even in this world, God knew me before then. So, you know, there's certain things that He's placed and gifted and instilled in each one of us. You know what I mean? And this is our destiny. You know, it's not by chance. We're not just floating through time. You know what I mean? This is really, God is very specific in what He do and how He do. You know what I mean? So basically, that's what I was saying. That's what I was getting at. Like, you know, this not just by chance that I'm out here rapping. It's not just by chance. You know, I lived the life that I live and experienced the things that I experienced. It wasn't all just by chance. It was for a reason. This is the reason. You know what I mean? So basically, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely, man. You gotta live it up, man. You have to. You know, what else are you gonna do? Is sit around and think about it? You know, you have to be out there. Right. You have to be making actions and moves. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like how you even brought up 2020. Remove the veil so the ass can see. Or the ass can know is what you said. But you know, it makes, you know, 2020 vision. You know, 2020 remove the veil so they can, you know, have the 2020 vision. They can actually open their eyes and see the bigger picture. You know what I mean? What can you elaborate a little bit more on your part about that?
Man, you just said it better than I could. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love that shit. It's like a little wordplay, man.
Yeah, man, like facts, you know, it's just like 2020, you know what I mean? You know, this is the times to season, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? We enter the new era. I believe we entered a new era like a year and a half or 2 years ago, you know what I mean? And this era is not a kingdom age, you know what I mean? So, you know, things are being revealed. It's a lot of revelation going on. I listen to people all day, like, you know, Marcus Rogers and Kat Kerr, and, you know what I mean? Tony Evans and, you know what I mean, a lot of other people, you know what I mean, Graham Cook, you know. I have a list of people that I listen to and that I study from and study under, you know. Even my church here at Heart of the City in Coeur d'Alene, you know, listening to Pastor Jonathan Owens, you know what I mean, and the other pastors, you know, who come up and speak, you know, just learning, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You know, this year I feel like spiritually, this is a big year. A lot's happening spiritually. A lot of people are unaware of, you know, of the things that are happening spiritually. And to be honest, I'm expecting bigger things to even happen this year. So basically, that's what I'm saying is, you know, as these things begin to happen, you know, open the people's eyes. You know, I'm just asking God to open people's eyes so that they can really see, you know, what's really going on in this world. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
Really
like,
happening. You know what I mean?
While it's snowball affecting, you might as well just throw as much fucking like realness and truth in there as you can, so it's in there with it. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna keep going with you or without you. You know what I mean? Whatever you put into it will be a part of that. You know, that's a society's snowball effect. So it's what's gonna be acknowledged, man, and that's the impact that you're making, bro.
Yeah, I mean, even in this whole thing, like, we're on quarantine right now, you know. So even in this, in all this that's going on, it's still good because I know who to put my trust in, because I know who to look to for answers. You know, I don't get caught up in, you know, the craziness that's going on. You know, just these the last days. Are we finna die? Or this is it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get caught up in that because, you know, I know, you know, I look to the hills for what's coming. My help comes from the Lord. Who eyes, you know what I mean? He don't sleep. You know, he's there. He's there every day, always. He's everywhere. He's very aware of what's going on. He's in control of it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just rock with the Father because I can get caught up in this whole pandemic thing and be running around here scared to death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And become a prisoner of fear. You know what I mean? Or to be honest, you're not a prisoner of fear. You're being oppressed by fear. So instead of setting myself up to be oppressed by fear, you know what I mean? I'd rather walk in the truth and I can live freely. You know what I mean?
Right. Just go on as your day, man. And then, you know, like, I don't know. That's how I like to look at it. Don't get me wrong with this quarantine stuff. I take precautions and everything like that. You know, I'm
definitely take precautions because we do have physical bodies that will come, you know,
I'm not gonna let it hold
world.
back what we do. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Don't let it hold back, you know, what you love to do or anything like that. I mean, fuck, I might not be working, but that doesn't mean that I'm just sitting at my house watching Netflix and just smoking weed all day. No, I'm like, you know, I'm doing these interviews, I'm making my music, I'm making networking, you know, it's, you know, find that spare time. What can you do that's impacting with that spare time that you have? You know what I mean? And that's what you said.
Right.
A lot, this is like the prime example of having that spirituality connection that people can find themselves with. You know what I mean? Are you going to be that person to sit around and watch Netflix all day? Or are you going to go out and find something to do that's going to impact and like benefit you and other people around you? You know what I mean? So like, I'm with that shit, bro. I'm really with that shit.
Yeah.
Chase, real quick, man, I wanted to get you a little bit in here too. I honestly, I wasn't expecting 2 people at the end of the interview. I only got 2 people.
This is Nikko.
That was my doing, man.
This is all respect both ways, though. You got a face, man. So I gotta get you in here too. When is your personal next project coming out? And are you working on something? Tell us go a little bit more in depth about what you got going on.
I got a ton of songs, you know, that I could put out right now. It's obviously the timing right now isn't well, but I'm trying to put out a song as soon as possible because the only way to do it is do it. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely,
so
most definitely.
I got music that's ready to go. It's just getting it on.
What's the first one that you want to put out? What is it about? Give us a little bit more detail about you, man. Go into that.
That's a good one too.
Okay.
So my life, that's one of them, but that's just pretty much like, it's just talking about like, this is my life. Like, pretty much just like, this is what I'm doing is what it's talking about. Like you know, I wrote that song back when all this stuff was starting up, you know what I mean?
For Christ Gang.
Yeah, Christ Gang. So that's what that explains. I got Fade Away, which is another good song. That pretty much, that's talking about like, you know how we're all gonna fade away. We ain't gonna be here forever. You know, no one's name lives on forever. So like, doing what matters, not what is socially accept. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I got content that's ready to put out. It's just about doing it. So as soon as possible, that's my thing. I'm trying to put it out now.
I got you guys. You guys. We'll get it, man. We'll get it. Just in due time, you know. So, DJ Bali, do you have any input, any questions that you would like to relay to that?
Yeah, I'm about to do a big closeout right here because I know we got some stuff we got to handle before the show ends. After the show ends. Yo, so Nikko and Chase, man, I know you guys got some stuff coming up within your music and your genre of area of music. How are you guys trying to deliver that to the young cats out there, younger kids? Because I know, you know, this generation is troubled. So I know you guys are trying to push it out there, but we're going to help you guys push it out there as well. So don't worry about that because God put us here to help you guys out as well. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and define that. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know.
I mean, as far as Christ Gang as a whole, minus Dietrich, you know, as a unit, we move together, everything we do. That's why when I got this opportunity to get this interview, man, I hit Chase up like, yo, bro, slide, you feel me? Pull up, because, you know, to me, it's important as a unit, we move as a unit because, you know, that's where the strength is seen. You know what I mean? And if we out on the crutches, bro, you know what I mean? Like, if my bro going through a hard time or vice versa, and one of the, you know, my brother's going through a hard time, man, we lean on each other, you know what I mean? So it was vital. But as far as getting our message out, man, you know, just support the movement. You know, this is a lot of times I'll be like, you know, rappers be like, oh yeah, that's the movement, support the movement. But I ain't even really mean to say support the movement, to be honest with you. This is a lifestyle, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know, key into to what we doing and how we living in this lifestyle, man. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just allow us to share our experiences, you know what I mean? And, you know, we real, this real life, real talk. I ain't selling the dream. You know what I mean? I ain't selling the ticket to prison. I ain't selling you a ticket to the grave. You know what I mean? I'm really selling you a ticket to know the Father, to build your relationship with the Father. I ain't even selling the ticket. I'm just trying to introduce you to your relationship.
Right. You're just laying it on the ground. If you want to take it, it's there.
Man. Like, you know, as we grind with us, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? One thing about it, this is real. You know what I mean? I could rap and talk about cars, talk about dope, I can talk about money, I talk about prison. I come from all that. I did 7 years, you know what I mean? Like, I can really talk about this stuff, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, what is it doing for you? It ain't lifting nobody up. It's no substance in it. You know what I mean? So it's just empty words. It's just a bunch of empty words with cool beats. You know what I mean? I really just wanted to stand apart from that. You know what I mean? I ain't want to just throw my emptiness out there into the world. You know what I mean? If I'm going to do something, I want to make it count. So, yeah.
And I can see that your life put you on that whole path towards God because dude, our lives are similar. And the things that we went through, I mean, nobody knows, like, living on the East Coast is like a different life, you know what I'm saying? And in the South, it's totally different. You know, you have to deal with racism and all that other crap. It's not like when you up here in the North and it's like everybody's cool, everybody's friendly. But when you're down South, Southeast, man, it's like what you looking at, you know what I'm saying? You don't get that pleasant.
Aggression all day, you know, everybody on guard, you know what I mean?
Everybody on guard, basically.
Everybody got fire, everybody on guard, everybody ready to pop off, you know what I mean? So it's just a hostile environment, man. It really is what it is, you know what I mean? It's a created hostile environment. You know what I mean? That's
true, man. Chris, can I get you to pull up that 300 CG? I want people to look for this emblem. This is your logo for your record.
Yeah, that's the brand, man. All day. Yeah.
I want people to remember this, man. And I know in this time right now, it's a crisis right now. Everybody's going through the epidemic. People are just, you know, scared. And a lot of people lost family. And I want you guys to reach out. You know, if you got to go to your nearest church, if you're Catholic, Christian, whatever, man, you got your beliefs. But if you believe in the Creator, man, it could be God, whoever you want to call it. Make sure you step towards in that direction. Get on that path, man. No matter what, God is like everything. So, man, once you guys speak and call out to your Creator, I mean, He's gonna be there. I mean, you ain't gonna get that response quickly, but you're going to get something. I mean, you just got to wait patiently.
It's like a vitamin, man. It's like a vitamin. You just got to, like, plant the seed, give it time, water it. Don't forget to apply the action and water it. You know what I mean? Plant the seed, make sure you water it. And soon enough, man, it'll be feeding you. It'll be feeding you.
It's even a lot deeper than that. You know, as far as where I stand and how I believe, man, don't just be praying to anybody. I ain't gonna say that.
No. You're on the right track.
I just gotta let it be known. You know what I mean? Like, I serve the one true living God. You know what I mean? Yeah, His Son died on the cross and rose on the third day. You know what I mean? He you know, reconciliated our relationship with the Father. So that's who I pray to. You know what I mean? Like, we just ain't praying to anything, anyone. You know what I mean? That's the difference with us. Like, man, we really exposing this truth. You know, everybody ain't gonna everybody isn't gonna agree. It's gonna be a lot of people out there who disagree and be like, "Oh, how do you know that's true? That's your opinion." But facts is facts. You know what I mean?
But you know, you got the non-believers out there, so you gotta direct them towards that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they don't know who God is, so they got to get to know God. So
facts. You know what I mean? That's basically what Christ came, man. You got a lot of artists, man. Listen, you got a lot of artists. You got Brian T out there. You know what I mean? You got Seven. You know, the whole Hob Mob, shout out to Hob Mob, shout out to Kingdom Family, shout out to, you know what I mean, Bizzle, you know what I mean, God Over Money, you know what I mean, the whole fam, you know what I mean, King Alico, you know what I mean, KB, home team, you know what I mean, KB from town, you know what I mean, but at the same time, like, man, you got a lot of people out here that's actually doing it, you know what I mean, but, you know, this is just our voice in it, and
true that.
And it's a real thing, you know, it's not a play thing. We're not here to play church. You know what I mean? Like, I just wrote a song and I was like, you know, I see a lot of bunch of hurting people. You know, everybody blaming stuff on God. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, where did church go? You know what I mean? I see a bunch of hurting people playing church roles. You know what I mean? And we got to come up out of that stage and just playing church. And we got to, you know what I mean, really learn what's going on and get into it and build that relationship and get it. You know what I mean? We are the church. You the church.
The church is scratching the surface.
You know what I mean? We are the church. The church is in the building. The church is the body. You know what I mean? So we are the church. You know what I mean? So, you know, tapping in and understanding that and learning that, you know what I mean, and doing something with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I knew closely because my grandfather, he was a great man and he was a preacher. And my cousin was a preacher. and I just followed what they were doing. I mean, but still, during that time, life was hard, man. And we still had to live through, even though we had the belief, we still had to live through all those hard times. Like I said, you lived through it. I mean, you was in the Southeast.
Right.
You all were down there. It's different, you know, like I said about the racism stuff, but we're going to look over that because that's the past. But still, people down south still believe in that shit. But
man, it's live. It's in our face down there. We can't get away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know what I mean? Like, coming from where we come from, we know racism is real, and coming out here where racism is politically correct, you know what I mean? Because of the history, you know what I mean, of where we at, being that we in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people overcompensate, you know what I mean? But that's a natural thing because they don't want to, no one wants to be associated with something that's shunned.
yeah.
So of
True.
course you're gonna overcompensate for it to clear your face, to say face, to clear your name. But it's nice up here. I love it up here. You know what I mean? I haven't had any
I love
real
it
issues
too,
with
man.
anything like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, when I left Florida, you know what I mean? I left South Florida, man. Hey, shout out to Gibson, Florida, man. Hey, what's up, man? G-Town, that's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
Like, you know what I mean? When I left the G, I left Florida. I was living in the G. When I left the G, man, it was just like, you know, it was an eye opener for me, bro. Because when I hit the Midwest, I was so used to surviving, being a survivor. I didn't know what it mean to like live. You know what I mean? Now I'm out here in, you know, in the Northwest now, you know, I'm understanding how to live. You know what I mean? I'm surviving less. I'm living more and I'm surviving less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thriving.
Man, that's a lot within his own. You know what I mean? Just that transformation, because I thought life was just hectic everywhere. You know what I mean? I thought it was like, you know, murder, bang, kill everything. I thought that was everywhere. I thought it was life. That's all I grew up seeing.
Till you moved
around,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like when I got here, it was like I had to learn to be humble because you're not always on your guard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
You're always on your guard. And then when you move to the Northwest, it's like, whoa, this is chill. Like I can just chill out.
Right.
And you know, just be happy. Like I could be like Mr. Rogers and shit. Be like, hey, how you doing?
And then, you know, a thing is for me, I ain't running from nothing. It's nothing keeping me out of Florida. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't make that move to run from anything. A lot of dudes, you know, a lot of people, they might get in a situation, they just got to clear it. My situation was, man, I just ain't want to do the rest of my life in prison. My record drove back home, you know what I mean? I had just jumped out from doing 7 years and I hit the road. I knew if I stayed in Florida, I'm going to get jammed up. You know what I mean? I knew it. Like, I knew I had to leave. I wasn't going to be able to maintain because, you know, I was just one of them dudes. I was really committed to the streets. And even when I got out, I was like, yeah, I'm cool. I ain't really in that right now. But, you know, it's things that you do. You know, every action has a reaction. There's things that I did before I went to prison. You know what I mean? That, you know, it could have been a possible reaction or consequence to come back behind that, then I would have been forced to be in the situation I didn't want to be in. So to avoid, I was just like, you know, give myself some time to grow. Let me clear it for a little bit. You know what I mean? So I just cleared it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Yo, dude, like I said,
Some things just fall into place like that, man.
Yeah. It's been the best move because, you know, man, look, you want to see if you can stand on your own too? Leave the crib.
Yeah.
Leave the crib. Go where nobody know you. You don't know nobody. Get out there and start over again and build. You know what I mean? And it's really going to show you who you are. You'll find out who you are. You know what I mean? Facts. It ain't an easy thing. I ain't got nobody. I got family out here. My family here. My family in this house right now. You know what I mean? That's
Big Chase.
You know what I mean? So, hey, facts. Big facts. You know what I mean? Shout out to my roommate Zach too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's the people that I'm around, the people that, you know what I mean? God's giving me a new family.
Positive vibes, bro.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, man. I want to give a big shout out to you guys, man. 300C, Christ Gang. Yo, thank you guys for coming. Power 904 Radio down south.
Sunshine the DJ.
Sunshine the DJ.
Hey, yo, I want to shout out Pure Class Entertainment, man. Big Hercules Games, man. Pure Class, all gas, no breaks. You know what I mean? Shout out, shout out Cordell Drake. You know what I mean? Hey, for real, fam, you heard me? Yeah. We developed a new promotional app for Power 904, the radio. Check out Power 904 Extreme. We're definitely going to be promoting that more since they're partners with us right now. We're going to promote all the artists that comes on. Just listen, the Artistry. You guys keep looking forward for more. This is episode 4. I thank you guys for checking us out. Look towards episode 5.
we're gonna have a lot of new artists coming up, man. So you guys check that out.
Pharmacy on episode 5.
Yep, episode 5, yo.
Yep. Thank
Man,
you,
can
Nikko.
I be a co-host?
Thank you,
I'd
Chase.
love to be a co-host on the show, man. This was fun.
You can jump on, right?
Good.
You can jump on.
We
Hey,
could do that shit.
I'm clowning though. I'm gonna leave that to y'all. Man.
Nah,
Dude.
we do feature like people that have been on here before, like Sunshine, the DJ. She was featured on here first, so we threw her on as a co-host. And if you guys want to feature in and just like visit and just say what's up and shout out and give people information and updates on what you guys are doing, that'd be great, man.
This is just a platform where anybody can get on this shit and just bullshit, man. The questions are just fillers, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's all about the conversation and the networking.
We had a good combo, you know what I mean? Just even right before recording, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
And I'm vibed out, man. That was decent. I appreciate it, man. But
I'm
hey,
glad
shout
you
out
enjoyed
to
it,
everybody, man. 300C Christ gang. You know what it is, man. Nikko the one. Chase the one. Shout out to the boy Dietrich the one, you know what I mean? Like, we love you, bro.
He'll be here. He's coming.
He coming back, you know what I mean? We gonna do this thing. We gonna pop it off, man.
You guys
You'll be seeing more of them. You'll be seeing more of them. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Thanks for having us, man.
You guys
Appreciate it.
messengers.
Absolutely.
As well, man. I know you guys doing your thing, but you guys are messengers, especially in my eyes.
Fast, man. We appreciate it, man. You know, all glory and thanks go to God, man. You know, our thing is just playing our position. I was just telling bro, you know, as long as we are positioned in the Father, how we should be within His will. You know, like we were saying earlier, Chris, man, He the one open them doors. We walk through them. That's it.
Yeah,
man.
that's what's up, man.
I mean, God opened the doors. We just walk through them.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Facts.
Definitely. It's like leading a horse to water, man. We're that fucking horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I like
Big
that.
facts. You know what I mean?
Did you guys? Well, I'll talk to you guys after the show, man. This is in the end of the show, so we're gonna close out right here.
All right.
Just listen,
shout out,
Artistry.
man.
Just listen.
Just listen. Keep your ear to the
Yo,
street,
man.
people.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you guys for coming through, man. Christ Gang represent that fully.
Christ gang,
We definitely gonna
300C.
support you guys, and we're gonna spread this video around. We're gonna link it up through YouTube.
Facts, man. Big thanks.
Facebook.
Big thanks. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big thanks.
Trying to get it. First I ask forgiveness, second I repent it. Third and most importantly, I fully submitted. This troubled life that I was given, man, I had